let's film a tutorial. In today's video, I show you how to make these print and cut labels for your spices. These cutie jars add a boho yet very organized touch to your kitchen, and who doesn't love boho yet aesthetically pleasing stuff? So I cannot wait to show you how I made them. Hi everyone, my name is Amy, also known as Amy Makes That. Here I post content every Monday in regards to the Cricut projects, tutorials, business tips, anything you name it to become a Cricut crafter like me. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel to get notified each time I post a video, and follow me on my social media platforms while I'm here, right? As always, the products that I mentioned in today's video will be linked in the video description below and also in my Amazon shop. So let's get into the tutorial. Today we will be working with canva.com to create our design. Canva is a website I use all the time and have mentioned a lot in my videos. You can sign up for a free 30-day trial with the link in my video description, by the way. So once we've signed up, we will click create a new design and then custom size. I made my design 2 by 2 inches because the jars that I bought from Amazon are fairly small, so I'm entering those dimensions and changing to inches. Then we will click create a new design. I switched to the label I already made, and from here I'll show you how I created it. I clicked the duplicate button so I can work a little faster, and the number and the description of the spice are in the font Open Sans Light. And then the name of the spice is in regular Open Sans. So these are the two fonts that we will be using for today. So here I'm going to double click and enter the text. This will of course all depend on the spices that you used. For today's video, I only used 6 spices. And then I'm clicking on the letter spacing and the font size just to show you the exact spacing that I did. I liked it the way it looked a little spaced out, but if you want to make the letter spacing a little bit smaller, that is completely up to you. So here I'm just repeating the same exact process. I'm duplicating each one to make it go by much faster, and then I'm entering the spices and the numbers. The numbers also don't have a significance to me. I kind of did all the blends as 1, 2, 3. And then I chose random numbers for the other two. So here are all the spices together. Now we can click the download button and download each as a PNG. So I unselected all of them and then selected one at a time, clicked done, and then download. Then I dragged them onto my desktop and I made a little folder just to make it more organized. I'm pretty sure you could also download all of the pages together, but I just wanted each one separately. Again, that is personal preference. So let's speed this part up really quick. Once I'm done, I clicked out of canva.com and now you can see all of my spice labels are here in this folder. So as we know, we will open up Cricut Design Space and upload our designs. Now I've gone over this process a few times, especially in my Print Then Cut 101 beginner video and also in my sticker videos, but here I will show you the process. We're going to click upload, click the design, and we will always select complex for a Print Then Cut project. Everything looks good, so I'm going to hit next, and then we will save it as a print then cut image and insert it into Cricut Design Space. Now, even though I made it a 2 by 2, it didn't save as a 2 by 2, so I just adjusted the size up top here and entered 2. I skipped over that part because we obviously know that. And here are all of the 6 spices. We will click make it. And as we know, as print then cut projects, there's always going to be this black registration rectangle to make sure that the Cricut knows how and where it's going to scan the project. The first step is to send it to the printer. So I have my printer connected and I removed the bleed and clicked system dialog so I can pop up with this little guy right here. And the only thing I change is the quality. Then we can click print. Here is the label paper that I use. I swear by it, and I've mentioned it in my sticker review video and basically all my sticker videos. I love the quality of it. It'll also be linked in the video description, and it's always in my Amazon shop. So we will click print, and then these guys printed out perfectly as it was shown on my laptop. Then we can attach it to the Cricut 12 by 12 mat. This is just the standard grip mat, and then I use my brayer tool just to roll it down and give an extra press. Now, the setting that we're using today for my specific label paper is the light chipboard setting. Again, if you do not have my label paper, the ink press media, you cannot use that. It will cut way too thick. The cut and blade setting always depend on the label paper that you're using. So first step, it's going to scan, and then it's going to cut it. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do the right. Here we have our beautiful sticker labels, and I flipped over the mat and removed the labels so they wouldn't get too bent. Now I have my lovely package of all of the jars that I bought from Amazon. They came in individual packaging, which I loved because none of them were broken in transit, which was great. And they come with these cute bamboo lids. So here I have them set up, and I have it on eye level so you guys can see. It made it much easier for me to do it as well. I simply removed the backing just like a sticker, and then I placed it on the jar. I repeated this same exact step for all of them. I kind of lined them up to make sure that they were around the same height and same distance, but they don't have to be perfect. They're going to be in your house. And then I finished the rest of them. They came out so cute. So here I am filling up the jars with the actual spice. This is the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. It is my absolute favorite. Not sponsored, but if you know, you know. And here's some crushed red pepper, some parsley, and I'm finishing all the rest of the spices. And you are all set with your lovely spice jar labels. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and let me know what you thought of it in the comment section. Thank you again so much for watching today's tutorial. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. And if you decide to make your own spice labels, please tag me and show me what you got. And follow me on my social media so I can see that. Next week's video, we are going to be talking about taxes for your business. So if you're interested in that video, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for next week's video. I will see you in next week's video, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye!